Hey everybody, it's TR. What do we got today? We have this Fesley right here, the FST1000 Ghost guitar. Now Fesley is a line of guitars that you will find sold on Amazon, and they tend to run towards the budget end, and this is like one of their flagship models, like the really, really nice ones. You know, I tend to buy brand name guitars. I have dabbled in some of these Amazon guitars and I've been pleasantly surprised, but I've yet to pull the trigger on a Fesley. Well, this came up as, I think, like an early Black Friday sale, and it was an incredible discount. These normally run for, I believe, $329.99 US dollars. Although they very frequently have an Amazon coupon, which will get you under $3. And most recently, I think they've been going for the neighborhood of like $250, $260. Couldn't pass this up, like $179 Amazon. And then when I logged into my Prime account, it was offering me an extra 10% off. So why couldn't I pass this up? Well, this thing has features galore, okay? So it's a roasted maple neck that is quarter sawn. It's actually quarter sawn, roasted maple. It has a bone nut, and before you guys are going to get all freaky and say, "Oh, it's funny looking, that must be plastic," it's unbleached. Recent other Amazon guitar I bought, the bone nut was unbleached, and I noticed one reviewer was commenting how it looked funny and it couldn't be bone. Well, it comes bleached and unbleached. Look up a bone nut to buy one at StuMac. You'll see they have both. Anyways, I digress. Tuning machines are Grovers. Are they real Grovers? Yes, no. They're Grover G2s, which are Grovers that are made in China and they're OEM tuners only. So, you know, it makes sense. If you have to get second party and have things shipped from one country to another, yeah, nowhere near the issues of shipping something here with the T word, but still, it's going to incur costs. Where if they can be manufactured in the country that the guitar is being manufactured in, it just makes sense. It's going to save some money. Do they work well? Yes, they do. Are they as good as what you'd get on a Squier? Probably better. I think they're better. At least way better than the lower end Squiers. Probably as good as the higher end, although the higher end Squiers tend to come with the vintage style, so that's comparing apples and oranges, right? As long as we're on hardware, the bridge, it's a Wilkinson. Now it is an M series that is Wilkinson's like made in China brand, which again we're back to the same thing with the Grovers, right? Yeah, there's a reason. They're making them in China. Doesn't mean it's worse or cheaper, but their M series are Chinese, and that's what the pickups are. Wilkinson M series. I'm pretty sure these are the ceramics. They sound pretty good to me. I mean, that's the humbucker. You can split it. Let me get you a clean sound so you can hear it split. Because, when you split with gain, you really don't hear much difference. But when you split with clean, that's when you'll hear it. And that will allow you to have 3 single coil, give you all your Strat sounds. The only thing you're going to be missing is, that on a regular single coil Strat type guitar, you'll have that angled bridge pickup. I think they're fine. I thought, I might want to replace them. This is a great mod platform, by the way, because the bones are awesome and the hardware's even good. The only shortcoming I could find would be the electronics, and these pickups actually sound good to me. Although, you certainly, people buy guitars that cost thousands and replace the pickups, right? And I'm pretty sure this is a box switch. It functions well. I've actually got one I could put in. I don't know. I'm thinking if I'm going to upgrade the electronics or not. This is a nice guitar. Let me leave it at that. So, needless to say, very pleased with all of that. Rosewood fingerboard. The frets, I think, are built as just regular, like nickel silver. Normally, when I get a guitar, especially a low end one, but even if I get like Epiphone, whatever, something I might spend $500 to $1,000 for, I'm going to be dressing and polishing the frets. These fret ends, I did not need to do a thing to. They were perfect. Now this comes with a little sanding sponge, because a problem with import guitars, they travel across the ocean. Okay, the wood dries out. They have fret sprout. It's an inherent thing with them. So unless somebody is setting them up stateside and fixing that, they're likely to have it. This didn't, but it did come with a little 1000 grit sanding sponge, which would be the idiot-proof way to take the bite off. You would just, on an angle, go up and down the sides, to take the sharp edges off it. Now, the right way to do this, obviously, is you get a fret dressing file and you go up through different grades of abrasives to polish them. But anyways, it comes with it, okay? So I got myself a nice sanding sponge if I want to use it for something, but I didn't need it for this. I didn't need to polish the frets. I usually polish the frets, and these were shiny. They weren't tarnished. Neck profile. You see you got your skunk stripe. Truss rod works well. I believe it's a dual action. Oh, I have to look that up in the specs. I think it is. I didn't have to dual it. I'll get to that in a second. But anyways, this neck profile feels very Fender. Very Fender. They have replicated it nice. I'm very happy playing this. The truss rod. Okay, the setup. String action was a little high. Okay. And why was it high? Well, when things travel across the ocean, neck dried out, the neck had way too much relief. When I got done taking the relief out and straightening the neck with the truss rod, the action was, this came with a little tag. Came with a little tag showing you what the setup was. It's not BS. It's not crap. Once I straightened the neck, that's what that action was. Intonation was super close. I mean, I can understand at a factory if somebody's going through roughly intonating these or whatever, Intonation is painstaking. It takes, I don't know if you know how to do it or not, but if you do, it's painstaking. It takes time. You've got to zero in on it. So, was this ballpark? Yes, it was. Would it hit it? Once I straightened the neck, would this have played fine and sounded great? Yes, it would. It did. I did put new strings on. I always put new strings on a guitar. As evidenced by the fact that my tone knob for my neck pickup, I got to clean it. It's not a string change if there isn't blood, right? Okay, anyways, I'm off on another tangent. Look at that pick guard. Isn't that not beautiful? That pearloid pick guard. There's a reason I'm doing this video besides just showing you how cool this guitar is, which, by the way, it is cool. It is cool, and it can play lots of kinds of music too. And I like the harder stuff, but this could do anything. Okay, country, blues, jazz, whatever. I like old school classic rock, the harder edge stuff. That's what I like. Any of you that know me know that. Anyhow, why am I doing this video? Well, I'm doing this video because of customer service. Oh, and I digress. One last thing. This Wilkinson trem does have a huge trem block in it, same size as my Fender made in Mexico's. Customer service. Okay, let's get back to that. This has a small finish crack in the neck pocket. This will happen a lot with Strat guitars. It's almost like a badge of honor for a Strat guitar to have a small finish crack in the neck pocket. And then it is just in the finish. It's not in the wood. And it's just in the clear coat because I have to hold it at right angle to see it. But it is in here. And this was a brand new guitar. I'm happy with it. I could have returned it. Amazon doesn't have any more right now. The company Fesley reached out to me with an email that they sent me on delivery day before I even got the guitar. That said, let us know how your guitar is. We want you to be happy. They sent this email out like upon delivery of the guitar, like before it was delivered, okay? So I thought, well, I'll just let them know. I'll tell them, I said, everything great on it. Got a finish crack in the neck pocket. Send them a couple of pictures. Well, they got right back to me. They're like, yeah, that's not acceptable. They're like, we're not sure we can make it up to you. They're like, if you want to keep it, we can give you $15 off. And we can extend your warranty by another 6 months. Customer service, right? Let us know what you want. Get back to us. So I got back to them. I told them that would be acceptable. And I love the guitar. And yeah, that's why I'm making this video now. I mean, I probably would have made one anyways, but that's why I decided, you know what, I should do this, because one hand washes the other, right? So they're taking care of me. People should know that they will take care of you. And that's an important thing. Now, as far as how good this guitar is, this is every bit as good as the Squier Classic Vibe. In my opinion, it's nicer. My Player 1 Fender Strat had sharp fret edges that I had to dress. And the Player 2s have the rolled edge on the fingerboard, but the Player 1s didn't. I had to roll my own edge of my fingerboard. This has rolled fingerboard edges. And as I said, the fret dress was perfection. Yeah, the price I got this at, this is a steal. The $329.99 is a fair price for this guitar, because that's cheaper than a Classic Vibe, and this is better than a Classic Vibe. Yeah, I'm saying it. This is TR saying this. I wouldn't lie to you. I bought this with my own money. No, this is a better guitar. The only thing that a Fender player definitely will give you over this, quality-wise, it will have better pots, switch. Jack feels solid, so I can't really say anything bad about this jack. I'm guessing the Fender one may have a better built jack, but I don't know. I didn't take this out and look at it. But other than in the pickups, I don't know. I like the way these sound. So I can't say if they're any cheaper than those Fender ones or not. You know, I don't know. But when you consider that this is $329.99, and to get a Mexican-made Fender, you're up over $800. It's a no-brainer. And when you compare it to the Squier Classic Vibe, it's still about $100 cheaper now. And then when you figure with the Amazon, with the coupons and so on and so forth, it's you're getting to where it's looking at like half the price of a Classic Vibe. So to me, it's a no-brainer, unless you're hung up on what the headstock looks like. And they came close without breaking the. It's pleasing. It's not the total hook beak type thing. It's very Fender-ish without quite. Yeah. So say what you want. Oh, another thing too, the neck heel. It has the angled neck heel. So say what you want. I'm not lying. This thing is amazing. And that's what I got for you today. You guys take care.